And now, from Stage 21 at Universal Studios at Universal Orlando Resort.
Good afternoon, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network. And this is the XWF. This is the Christmas card. Happy holidays to everyone out there in the nation as we get ready to kick things off tonight. Tag Team Championship action representing the Crown, Jerry Lawler.
Well, it's King Jerry Lawler to you. You better get it right. The hell's going on with that Christmas tree hanging up in the air like that?
Things that make you go, What a night of action it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. A week ago, we saw what happened in the main event. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig ends up tapping out to the Nature Boy Ric Flair. That means tonight, Hulk Hogan has got to defend the heavyweight championship.
Well, we all presume right now it's going to be the Nature Boy Ric Flair, but all that I know for sure is Bobby the Brain Heenan said it was going to be against the Brainbusters. Now, we don't know who the Brainbusters are in that scenario.
Could be anybody. Highly unlikely. I mean, you've got Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, traditionally tag team wrestlers. I can't imagine it would be one of them. Of course, you do have Ravishing Rick Rude, and then, of course, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, which is the one that presumptuously is going to be the challenger tonight.
Well, I've got it on good authority. We're going to be finding out all the details very shortly here tonight.
King Harley Race making his grand entrance here as well. The Crown has really had a lot of success here in the XWF over the last several months.
Yeah, ever since they got rid of the dead weight that was Eugene, they've done very well for themselves. You've got the Macho King, you've got King Booker.
Well, let's not forget the King of Kings, Triple H.
Well, he's currently the head of the throne. I mean, he's the King of Kings.
Shout out to the Ancient Clown here live. Happy holidays, sir. Thank you for joining us. As we remember the reason for the season. Former World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race, former World Heavyweight Champion and King Jerry Lawler, looking to capture the tag team titles here tonight. Will not be an easy task for them, not at all.
Well, I'll tell you, since the XWF came back around almost 9-10 months ago now, nobody's been able to dethrone the Steiner brothers. They are the all-time tag team champions right here. Will their luck run out tonight? We'll find out.
As the Steiners make their way down the aisle, we remind you, good folks out there in the audience, make sure you hit that like button down below. Let your friends know that this is the XWF Live.
Yep, but when it's live, anything can happen.
Well, indeed, good or bad.
Well, these Steiner brothers have been highly successful. They're very well trained. They know mat wrestling as well as, if not better than most. But everybody has their moment. Every dog has its day, and you have to start to wonder when these dudes are going to run out of the luck.
Well, I don't know how much of it is luck and how much of it is skill.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 488 pounds, the Team Race. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, the Action Champions, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
Indeed, the Steiner brothers are ready for action. Tag team titles on the line. The bell sounds, and here we go. Wasting no time at all. The King comes across with a clothesline.
Well, how's that for a shocking start? Normally it would be the dog-faced gremlin coming across with that Steiner line of his. Quick tag out. Smart move. I think he was stunned by the King.
Scott Steiner comes in and turns the tempo very quickly in favor of the champions. From the top, Doomsday Device, this could be over quickly.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have imagined them hitting with a move like that early on in the match. Jerry Lawler, suddenly he's the one that's in all the trouble.
And now the dog-faced gremlin, a deadlift German suplex, the strength that takes.
You know, you wouldn't know, but I can tell you firsthand, that takes a lot of upper body development. Very impressive move right there, no doubt about it, by Rick Steiner.
Winds up, and then that uppercut, the European-style uppercut by King Jerry Lawler, finding the mark, and now atomic knee drop perhaps. Here it is. Oh, that one definitely got the attention of the dog-faced gremlin.
You know, that one's one of those moves that'll make you come in about an inch shorter at the next time you're announced in the match.
That's a good tag.
And both teams making the tag, both teams getting the fresh man in, and now Harley Race.
Well, they're operating out on the same playbook. It was Harley Race this time that comes flying across the ring with that big clothesline. Down goes Scott Steiner.
Indeed. Race lining him up with a pinpoint knee drop right to the head. There's the Irish whip reverse, nicely done. Back out front, tilt the world slam.
Well, one thing about the Steiner brothers is they will pull out all sorts of maneuvers that we haven't seen before. That tilt the world slam, that is just absolutely one of a kind. Can only imagine how disorienting that move has got to be.
And a one count by Harley Race. And now Scott Steiner has Harley up. And head first, snake eyes into the turnbuckle. Follows it up by bouncing the head of the King off the canvas. And there's a tag made to Brother Rick. And again, as you know, when it comes to tag team wrestling, if you want to be on the winning end, you got to keep the fresh man in the match.
Well, not only that, but look what's happening here. Rick Steiner just dragged Jerry Lawler in over the top rope. He wasn't even the legal man.
Snake eyes once again, Harley Race. Rick Steiner goes for the cover, hook and a leg, and the King comes out the back door on a count of one. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, look at this German suplex.
That was a belly-to-belly overhead. You got to get your suplexes right. Learn what you're supposed to be calling. What kind of a play-by-play man are you?
I stand corrected. Nonetheless. Stomping away now, Rick Steiner in control of the match, at least for the moment. Oh, Harley Race with that clinch fist right there in front of the referee. Says nothing about it. Belly-to-back suplex, and that rang the bell of Rick Steiner.
Well, he got dropped on the back of his head as much as it was the shoulders. And yeah, I definitely think he might be seeing stars right now. Here's the double team by the challengers.
Off the top rope, missile shoulder block. And Jerry Lawler banging the head of Rick Steiner off the mat. There's that free-fall fist drop right to the head.
Yeah, a lot of people have done that move in the past, but I don't think anybody lands it quite as well as the King Jerry Lawler.
This crowd not too happy with the crown right now. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front, whip to the clothesline, nobody home.
Well, the timing was off on that one, and I have to say that might have something to do with the fact that he's still dazed from that belly to back.
Steiner very slowly trying to get back up, and Lawler there to drop him back down. Tag is made, indeed. Here comes Harley Race. Oh, Steiner line! That one caught him, and now Harley Race has had his bell rung.
Yeah, but he's coming right back and throwing Rick Steiner into the corner. We talked earlier about keeping the fresh man in the ring. Well, Rick Steiner better find a way to make the tag to his brother, or otherwise the tag team titles will no longer be a problem for them.
Another tag made, and right now the challenger's doing the superior job of tagging in and out. Oh, look at this. He caught him in a small package. Will it be enough? Referee there.
Well, there was a hesitation on the part of the referee. I'm not sure what that was all about.
And now Rick Steiner finally getting over to his corner, throwing Jerry Lawler into the turnbuckle. Going to work on the arm.
Well, he uses that top rope for additional leverage. I don't know why he's not making the tag to his brother. This is a huge mistake, in my opinion.
Wind up, uppercut connects. He might have knocked him out with that one. Lawler failing to hook the leg. Referee's there for 1, 2, and we have new. Oh my goodness, I thought we had new tag team champions right there.
You know, a lot of people are going to consider it an upset. I'm not one of them. You're looking at two of the all-time legends in wrestling. Why shouldn't they be able to beat the Steiner brothers?
Well, I don't think anybody is going to say that it shouldn't happen or that it couldn't happen. But the Steiner brothers, when it comes to tag team wrestling, are amongst the all-time greats. Cross body. And that one connects. And now Scott Steiner, the legal man, finally. Big knee lift, down goes Harley Race. There's the Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes. Big right hand by Harley Race. And now ramming the head of Scott Steiner into the turnbuckle.
Smart move right here. I'm not so sure, though, in some ways, because when you talk about the Steiner brothers, really, how much do they have going on between the ears, really?
Oh, I beg your pardon.
I'm just saying, they ain't the brightest guys in the world. They're not going to be winning on Jeopardy anytime soon.
This drop off the middle rope. Lawler has won championships with it. Will he add one more? He on it. Wait a minute.
What the hell's going on? That was a 3 count. Where's this referee learning how to count to 3?
Small package. He's got him caught up. Referee there for 1, and Lawler escaping out the back.
I'll tell you, the public education system here in this town really sucks.
Full Nelson suplex perfectly executed that time by Scott Steiner. Indeed, this referee is starting to become part of the story here tonight. There's that tilt-the-world slam, and Lawler just got rocked. Into the turnbuckle he goes once again. Here comes, no, I thought the tag perhaps.
Well, instead he decides to do more damage going after the leg of Lawler. I've got to say, I've been watching the Steiner brothers defend those tag team titles for quite a while now. This is the first time I felt that the tagging in and out has really not been their strength, and normally that's something they're very good at.
They are indeed tag team specialists, but tonight it does appear that both brothers perhaps spending a little bit more time in the ring than they should.
Oh, who knows? Maybe it's the holidays. Maybe they had a fight during Thanksgiving.
You think one of them may have voted for Kamala?
It could be. I don't know.
Tag made. Here comes Harley Race. Well, I'll say this much right now. If they're not on the same page against these two gentlemen, they're going to be the former tag team champions. There's a desperation tag made.
Well, Harley should have done something to prevent that, but look at this. He's going to go for the pile driver.
And he connects. Rick Steiner back up. Harley Race with a devastating clothesline.
Now's the time to go for the win. Scott Steiner's outside the ring, can't make the save.
Clothesline again, missed. Nobody home. And now, the dog face gremlin. Cover hook and a leg is one.
Well, smart move, I've got to admit right there, because that was an opportunity. You got to go for it, and he did.
Steiner now has got the armbar on, and Harley Race may be ready to give it up.
Well, Harley Race is basically as tough as leather, as they like to say, or a $2 steak. It's going to take a lot to make him tap out.
And now here comes the, oh, look out! The Bulldog, perhaps, here it is, and that's going to be it.
Steiner Bulldog off the top rope. There's no way he's kicking out of this one.
Oh, he got a shoulder, can you believe it?
Where in the world does he get that one from? And Jerry Lawler was very late to try and make the save. He would not have got there in time. Another tag made, and here come the Steiners again.
Overhead, belly to belly. Oh, Harley Race right now is in a lot of trouble. Desperately needs to make the tag.
The pendulum in this one has completely turned. There's the Frankensteiner, and that might be all she wrote.
Hook and a leg, 1, 2, and they will retain. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I've got to say something right now for the first match of the night. What a tremendous battle we just saw.
At this point in time, you have to wonder if there's anybody out there that can dethrone the Steiner brothers. Big victory, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with plenty more action. This is the Christmas card. Stay with us.
There's only one man who can tell the world all that goes on in pro wrestling.
I'm Captain Lou, and I'm talking to you about the world of pro wrestling. Call me. I'm telling you, this number's for you. Mom, you raised a great son.
There'll be no more calls for you, Lou. My boys and I are taking you in. Get it. Come on.
I got a right to make one phone call, and so do you.
Lou Albano's Wrestling Hotline, available until further notice or a hearing. Call now, $1.50 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
Hogan, tonight's the night, big man. You knew what the stipulations were last week if you didn't win, and you lost. But I don't think you really knew what the stipulations were, because I guarantee you didn't have time to read the small print. You see, if you'd have took time to read the full contract, you'd understood that you're not just going up against one member. That's right. The winner, if we won, would fight you, yes, and it said against the Brain Busters. Tonight, my friend, you're going to have to run the gauntlet. That's right, you're going to be going up against multiple members of the Brain Busters. And I can tell you right now, you're never going to make it to the end of the line. Woo! There's going to be a new heavyweight champion crowned here tonight. And you're not going to be the man anymore. What you gonna do, Hogan, when the Brain Busters end you? Woo!
Did I just hear right?
Well, apparently that's what's happening tonight in the main event. Hogan's not defending the title against one person.
You've gotta be kidding me. Hulk Hogan is gonna have to defend against the Brain Busters in a gauntlet match tonight. What does that look like?
Well, that means you're going up against 4 members of the Heenan family, or the Brain Busters, call them what you will. Now, I want to know if one of the first entrants gets the win, what happens? Is that the end of the match?
Oh, indeed, it's not. If it is a gauntlet match, indeed, let's say Hulk Hogan were to lose against the first man down in the gauntlet, then he would have, that would be the champion and have to finish out the gauntlet. You could be watching members of the Brainbusters battle each other for the heavyweight championship.
I'm down with that. That sounds like a good night of wrestling to me.
Well, this show just got a lot more interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll say.
The feud between Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik continues to heat up. It may be the season of brotherly love, but not tonight with these two.
Well, tonight it is personal. It's been personal. It's been back and forth. But tonight this match only ends when one of these men is taken out of here in an ambulance.
Unbelievable. This main event tonight.
Contest is an ambulance match. There are no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent into the ambulance by any means necessary. After closing both doors, the remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Now, let the match begin!
What is it going to take for either of these men to put the other one down and out inside that ambulance?
Well, it won't be easy, I can tell you that right now.
Once again, happy holidays and welcome everyone here to the Nation Network as this match automatically spills out to the floor. The Iron Sheik, Sergeant Slaughter, each former world heavyweight champions in their own right. Slaughter's got the Sheik over the shoulder now, head first into the apron.
Early advantage to Slaughter in this one. Let's see if he can continue the momentum in his favor.
Make sure you take a moment to hit that like button down below. If you're not already a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Today only, free of charge. Slaughter has him up in a bear hug.
Well, you know what? A match like this, I don't think that's a smart move. You can't get a submission. It won't matter even if he taps out. But that bear hug takes a lot out of the man delivering the maneuver as well. There's a lot of energy being expended. And I don't think that's a good idea in a match like this.
Interesting observation by the body as the Iron Sheik now driving Slaughter headfirst inside the cab. And now throws him into the back, and now the Iron Sheik going to try to put this one away.
Well, Slaughter's there just in time to stop him from closing the door, and he's not going away quietly, that's for sure.
A little bit early on in the match, I'd say.
Shout out to Lenny Wrestling's in the house. Scott W's here as well. Welcome aboard.
And now Slaughter going to work on the Iron Sheik. Throws him back in. Well, Slaughter going to go ahead and close the doors to the ambulance. It's not going to get you the win unless your opponent's in the back.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to close them, though, when he's not.
Big hip toss off the rope. Takes the Iron Sheik over. Slaughter wearing those combat boots.
Yeah, how about that? You always like to talk about the Iron Sheik's boots and his footwear.
Well, in this match tonight, it's entirely legal. Slaughter told me backstage that those are indeed punji-resistant boots with the steel tip toe. Big chop to the chest now by Sarge, and a big right hand just caught the Sheik. Up in the air, atomic knee drop.
Well, the Iron Sheik came on the scene in the early to mid-'80s in the World Wrestling Federation, ended up attacking then-champion Bob Backlund. went on to Madison Square Garden to become Freddie Blassie's one and only World Heavyweight Champion.
Up in the air, Slaughter with a powerbomb. Oh my goodness! Oh!
Wow, he just powerbombed the Iron Sheik on the apron and then spun him into it.
If you're gonna put a man in an ambulance, that's one of the things that'll lead you to victory, I'd have to say. Slaughter continues to hand out the punishment in this one. Big clothesline, down goes the Iron Sheik. Sergeant Slaughter has got the nerve pinch. Sheik battling his way back up to his feet. Big right hand drops the Sarge. The Iron Sheik does not look good right now.
Well, no, and I'll tell you, he's had a lot of damage handed out to him right now, but he's got a weapon.
Baseball bat to the head and Slaughter. Iron Sheik is unloading on Sergeant Slaughter with a baseball bat.
Well, let's give credit where it's due. Sergeant Slaughter somehow weathers the storm and has come battling back.
Oh, the Iron Sheik is in a lot of trouble right now, I believe. He's been busted open. There's a Cobra clutch. Oh, he takes him down.
Well, again, submission holds mean nothing in this match. You can make the man tap out and still you don't get the win.
Big chop to the chest, and now Slaughter headlock takes him over. Iron Sheik is in trouble right now, and Slaughter knows it. Oh, down low.
Well, it's all legal in this match, and the Iron Sheik with a message for the fans here.
A holiday message.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't believe what he just did to Sergeant Slaughter. Now those boots to the head.
Well, that's what we call the great equalizer. What have I said time and time again? Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Hip toss by Sergeant Slaughter. Well, there's no way of cheating in this match. It's all legal.
Well, then what are you complaining about?
Still needs to be some level of morals and ethics, in my opinion. Sergeant Slaughter now has got the baseball bat, taking it to the back of the Sheik. Oh, now the Iron Sheik just caught him.
They're battling it out right here by the ambulance. A bloody Iron Sheik trying to get Slaughter up for a suplex, perhaps.
Indeed, and he does. A ringside crowd watching on as the Iron Sheik, where is he going? What is he doing?
Well, the Iron Sheik is going all the way up to the top of the ambulance.
Off the top, and he missed. Slaughter able to get away.
And now Sergeant Slaughter's on top of the ambulance. What's going on here?
Both men on top of this ambulance. Iron Sheik sending Slaughter. He's going to go for it. He's got on a camel clutch on top of an ambulance. Can you believe this?
Well, I've seen it all now. I'll tell you, the Iron Sheik is pulling out all the stops here tonight.
Belly to back suplex that ambulance. I don't know how well it's reinforced. And again, the Iron Sheik has got Sergeant Slaughter in trouble. Oh, good night, Irene. Pulling back on the roll. He's worth it. Slaughter's had enough.
If this would have been a regular match, it would already be over. He made Sergeant Slaughter tap out to the camel clutch.
To your point, ladies and gentlemen, This match can only end when one of these men is put in the back of the ambulance and able to close the doors. Power slam.
Well, to your point earlier, I'm not sure how well reinforced the roof of this ambulance is. It may not be able to take too much more.
Another suplex. Did you hear the sound of that one?
Well, when flesh meets steel, I think we all know pretty much which one's going to win.
Slaughter! Diving off the top and down upon the Sheik. This crowd loves what they are seeing right now. And there's the Cobra Clutch, I beg your pardon.
Well, he's got it locked in there, but guess what? Even if he taps out, it was Slaughter that tapped out first.
Doesn't matter who taps out, as we've already stipulated.
Well, it's just about the whole bragging rights. And can you imagine if the Iron Sheik doesn't win this match? What a travesty of justice that'll be.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
How can you disagree? He just made Sergeant Slaughter tap out to the Cobra Clutch. He should be a winner.
You know the rules of the match, as did both competitors, and until you can put your opponent in the back of the ambulance and secure the doors, there is no winner. Sheik going after the leg of Sergeant Slaughter now. Trying to wear him down with some big chop, belly to belly suplex on the floor. What a match we've seen here, ladies and gentlemen, now. Iron Sheik opening up the ambulance. The doors are open. Sheik going underneath the bottom rope. He's got a steel chair. Let's see what he's going to do with that. Slaughter sends the ball with the top rope and crashing to the floor.
Well, Sheik had the right idea, but never got to execute the game plan, at least not yet.
Slaughter has got the Iron Sheik up, brings him over into the ambulance from an airplane spin position.
Well, the Iron Sheik's not going to allow him to close that door, not yet anyway. There's a battle going on right now for that door.
And the Sheik able to escape the clutches of Sergeant Slaughter. Continues the attack on the leg, and Sergeant Slaughter in trouble now.
Sheik choking him out. This is an all-out street fight. You know, when you talk about these two dudes in their history, everybody's going to remember the big boot camp match at Madison Square Garden. Sheik definitely remembers that. He's looking for some retribution all these years later.
Trying to close that door on Sergeant Slaughter. And Slaughter having nothing to do with it.
He's trying to close the door on the career of Sergeant Slaughter. It's a much bigger picture for the Iron Sheik than just a match.
Into the steel steps. Oh, Slaughter caught the corner right in the midsection. Iron Sheik now, belly to back, suplex on the floor. Slaughter's in trouble. He is hurt.
The Iron Sheik now has him up on the shoulders, drives him into the floor. That's going to take a lot of the stamina out of Sergeant Slaughter. Both of these men have got to be getting pretty close to the end.
Slaughter is in trouble. Sheik throws him back into the ambulance. Can he close the doors?
He's come close before, and Slaughter is there to stop him again.
Oh, Slaughter just got sent crashing in. And the Iron Sheik desperately trying to close the door. Slaughter fighting him off.
The back and forth battle right now. The Sheik is within inches of getting the win, and Slaughter finds a way.
He explodes out of the ambulance. But that was as close to a win as we've had. Sergeant Slaughter now the Iron Sheik. Oh my goodness!
He just hurled him into the ambulance.
Once again, closing the door. The Iron Sheik with all his worth fighting back.
Well, the Iron Sheik's going to definitely have to rely on all kinds of internal strength because Sergeant Slaughter's starting to take control of the match a little bit.
Well, apparently the Iron Sheik must have heard you because he is now indeed battling back. Going again for the camel clutch, and again Slaughter in trouble. Look at the low. He's tapping out again.
I'm saying it one more time. What a travesty of justice this will be if the Iron Sheik doesn't walk away with the victory here tonight.
Slaughter prevents it. Oh, head first, the Sheik into the steel. Sergeant Slaughter sending the Sheik back into the ambulance. Can he close the doors on him?
Well, the Iron Sheik is right there once again. He's not going to allow it to happen. Battling with all the strength, all the might he can possibly muster.
And again, it's enough to get him through. The moment, Slaughter again close, but not close enough. I've got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most intense matchups I've seen between these two men, which is saying something. Iron Sheik throwing Slaughter again into the ambulance. He's been close in the past. Can he finish the job this time? Slaughter fighting him off. Oh, he caught it in the head. Slaughter's not going to be able to stop him this time.
Yeah, I think he got dung in the head pretty good with that one. That might be all she wrote. Slaughter fighting, but it's too little, too late.
The Iron Sheik victorious over Sergeant Slaughter. Can you believe it?
Here is your winner, the Iron Sheik.
I love it right now. Sergeant Slaughter finally falling to the Iron Sheik the way it should be.
Fans, stick around. Plenty more action to come, including that insane main event later tonight. We'll be back with more of the Christmas card in just a moment.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts, you give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Extreme Wrestling Women's Championship.
Well, we saw the Steiner brothers earlier tonight mentioning how dominant they've been in the tag team wrestling scene here as the tag team champions of the XWF. Tonight, another dominant champion. The ninth wonder of the world, China, going to put that title on the line against this woman right here, Sensational Sherry.
Well, if anybody's going to take that championship title away from China, it very well may happen here tonight with Sensational Sherry.
Well, there's no question about it. Sherry is more than capable of getting the job done. When you talk about the greats of all time in women's wrestling, she's got to be in the top of the conversation.
Former AWA Women's Champion, former WWF Women's Champion. She's done it all. She's also one of the all-time greatest managers. And we talk about managers of champions. How many times has she managed different people and different teams to championships over her career?
Indeed, it is a who's who when it comes to the resume of this lady right here. However, The dominant force of the XWF has been and remains the ninth wonder of the world, China. No one has had an answer for this.
Well, you know, I'm going to say this right now. I think a champion schedule is probably going to catch up to China. Tonight might very well be that night. When you're the champion, night in, night out, with top 5 contenders coming after you, trying to break you down, those matches, they start to add up. There's not a lot of downtime in professional wrestling. You don't get to take a few months off.
Oh, indeed, I can hear to tell you. Multiple stops along the way, multiple nights each week, defending that title city after city.
Introducing the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, Sensational Sherry. And her opponent from Redondo Beach, California, the Extreme Wrestling Women's Champion, the ninth wonder of the world, China.
As we take a look at the reigning champion, we talk about the career of the ninth wonder of the world, China. Former Intercontinental Champion we didn't mention.
Yeah, I mean, she's beaten men as well as women. I mean, she's a once-in-a-generation, if not once-in-a-lifetime athlete. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy for Sherry to come up with the win. It won't be, but it's very doable in my opinion.
Andrew Roberts joining us here live on the Nation Network. Merry Christmas, sir. Action now taking place in the ninth wonder of the world, wasting no time at all, dropping Sherry across the top rope.
Well, I'll tell you, Sensational Sherry, she knows all the tricks. She'll know how to equalize this. Like, she's not going to be the bigger or the stronger person in this match, but she might very well be the one who's able to outsmart her opponent.
Well, when it comes to ring savoir-faire, there is no question about the fact that the sensational on Sherry Martel is absolutely capable of getting the job done. There's another tie-up. Head first into the canvas she goes. Sherry Martel absorbing the punishment now. Big knee drop by the champion.
Well, that's going to drive the wind right out of the sails of Sherry Martel.
The powerhouse that is China. He talked about Sherry Martel and her managerial skills, those that she led to championships. How about the fact that China was ringside for so many of Triple H's championship title matches, as well as Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, but I never consider her to be necessarily what you would call a manager. She was there. She was a bit of an enforcer, definitely a distraction at times.
Sherry Martel off the ropes. Big punt right to the head. May have knocked her out. Look at the eyes on the champion.
Yeah, she was definitely dazed with that one. Right now, Sherry Martel's in the driver's seat. She's got to act on it, though. Don't let her clear her head. Don't let the clouds part away.
Martel drops the leg, and the champion right now is in a lot of trouble. To the ropes, back out front. Martel working the arm. And the champion down to one knee. Fights her way back up. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. China. Oh, it backfired on her.
Yeah, she thought she had that one, and it didn't work out, but she comes right back.
Just drove Sherry Martel into the mat and deadlifts her off the mat. Look at the strength. Power slam. Sherry Martel might be about done.
Yeah, I can't imagine she's going to take too much more of this punishment.
Out onto the floor. Both the ladies go, but Martel doesn't know what day it is. Inverted atomic knee drop. Series of rights and lefts. Sherry bouncing off the ringside table here. Look at this overhead press and slam.
Well, this is where the power advantage comes in, not to mention the champion's advantage. Sherry Martel has to get a pinfall or a submission inside the squared circle. Chyna can get counted out right now, and she doesn't lose the title.
Up to the top rope, Chyna with an elbow. That's it.
Yeah, I believe that's all it is, right in the middle of the ring, too. Shoulders are flat on the canvas, and the ninth wonder of the world racks up yet another victory here in the XWF.
Here is your winner, and still Extreme Wrestling Women's Champion, the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna.
You start to wonder if there's anyone who can take the championship away from Chyna. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Night out on the town, $75.
So, how about a blowjob?
Getting the nerve to ask such a question? $12 bottle of wine.
Are you crazy? My parents might see.
Come on, who's gonna see us at this hour? I'll return the favor.
Wait, can you imagine if we got caught? Oh my God, what my dad would do to you.
There's nobody around. Everybody's asleep.
No way, it's way too risky.
Please. I love you so much.
Actually using a line like that? Another $12 bottle of wine.
I just can't.
Please.
Dad says to go ahead and give him a blowjob. Or I can do it. Or if need be, he'll come down himself and do it. But for God's sake, tell him to take his hand off the intercom.
Having a girlfriend whose father has a sense of humor? Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
All right, fans, we are back ready for more. What a night of action it's been, and it's only heating up as we take a look at Axe and Smash, the Demolition.
Match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 581 pounds, Demolition!
Here come the Axe, and here comes the Smasher, the Demolition indeed, a walking disaster. But tonight they're going to be going up against some old friends, you may say.
I'm not sure if friends is the terms that I would use, but indeed, familiar adversaries, perhaps.
We're going to see a match between two of the all-time greatest tag teams to ever enter the square circle, but the Demolition, one of the longest reigning tag team champions there's ever been.
Will they regain the tag team titles? We are looking to figure out who the next challengers are going to be for the Steiner brothers, who were victorious earlier on tonight. What the hell is going on here?
At a combined weight of 550 pounds.
Talk about double trouble. What the hell?
Was there a cloning program I wasn't aware of?
Well, leave it to 2K. I'm not sure how this is going to play out.
It seems more like Halloween than Christmas right now. What in the hell is happening here?
Well, Sags looks a whole lot like Knobs right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, a whole lot.
Oh, he looks better now.
It just baffles the imagination how 2K Match officially underway. Smash that into the corner. And as we mentioned in the earlier match, when it comes to tag team wrestling, you want to cut the ring in half.
Absolutely, you've got to cut the ring in half. You've got to keep your opponent in your corner and make the frequent tags in and out if you want to be victorious at the end of the night.
Smash has got Knobs up against the ropes.
That's a good tag.
Makes a tag. Here comes Axe for the first time in the match tonight. Knobs reversing the Irish whip.
Well, Axe right there was ready with the back elbow, and that's just got the full attention of Brian Knobs. Going for the cover. It's way too early in the match. You're not going to pin them, but sometimes it's worth going for it just to see what they've got left in the gas tank.
Off the ropes. Caught a power slam. Nicely done right there. Knobs in trouble. Oh, look at this. A handful of face rake in the eyes. Oh, what a backbreaker.
That's a very unique version of the backbreaker, and I got to tell you, that's got to hurt. I've never been in one of those.
Back and forth, the battle continues. Sags in there and throwing. Smash over the top rope. Now turns his attention to Axe on the apron. Big right hand rocks him. Another one.
Axe doing everything he can to hang on to that top rope. And now look at this. Belly to back. What's he going to do?
Suplex drops him on the apron, and Axe in trouble. These two teams battled it out for the tag team title a number of years back. In essence, that is exactly what they're doing here tonight, because the winner of this match has the next shot at the Steiner brothers, who were victorious earlier on tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to go anywhere, because next up, the main event, which everybody was swerved.
Well, I'll tell you who was swerved, the heavyweight champion. Chuck Hogan, he was the one swerved the most.
Big right hand. Sags has him, pump handle up in the air, slam into the corner. Off the ropes. Big splash, he got him.
Surprised he didn't go for the cover right there. Had a great opportunity, plus he was deep in his own corner.
Devastating clothesline, smashes down. He's in trouble. Looking across the ring to his partner, but he can't get there.
Just a few feet away, but might as well be miles. You can't get to your opponent right now, or your partner, I should say, while your opponent's standing between you.
Into the corner he goes. Smash in trouble, and definitely in the wrong part of town.
Well, this is the game plan. Cut the ring in half, and the Nasty Boys have dominated when it comes to tag team wrestling here in this one.
Sidewalk slam, and Knobs dropping him in there. Again, Smash trying desperately to get to his partner, but the ring cut off. Oh, nice jawbreaker right there. Just might have caught the nose.
Yeah, he definitely jacked him up. I think it was right underneath the nose, and that was enough to give him time to make the tag to Axe. Smart move on his part.
Knobs just got sent to the corner. A big scoop slam, nicely done by Axe of Demolition. Title might not be on the line in this one, but bragging rights are, and when you are two of the all-time greatest tag teams, believe me, there's a lot to be said for bragging rights. Shoulder block, and there goes Sags off the apron and crashing to the floor. Knobs 3 times driven into the steel guardrail.
Well, the action's inside the ring, the action's outside the ring, and the big question is which one of these teams is going to be able to capitalize on the other.
Elbow finds its mark. Here's the Irish whip once again. Into the turnbuckle he goes, looking for a tag perhaps. Oh, wow, what a big knife edge chop to the chest. Lit him up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I see what you did there. You think you're kind of clever, don't you?
Got a 1 count. Knobs again. Irish whip into the corner. Head first. Ow, Axe really hitting the turnbuckle. And perhaps a trip to Pity City. That was close.
Yeah, I don't know if I would rather go to Pity City or Suplex City. Neither one of them's really all that nice to visit.
I hear the weather's nice this time of year.
No, it doesn't really matter. The view's what sucks.
Double backdrop and nice tag made. They weren't paying attention. Clothesline. Oh, he almost took his head off of that one. Knobs rolls out to the floor. And now look at Smash bringing Sags in the hard way.
Yeah, big mistake right there by the Nasty Boys. You don't turn your back on your opponents, especially when it's these two.
Smash got him. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the cover. Oh, what happened? 2 count. He caught him with a kick. I think there might be something in that boot.
What is it with you and everybody's footwear? Why do you always have to suspect something foul happening?
Did you see the way Smash went down? A power slam once again, turns his back and turns around. There's Axe waiting on him.
Well, we said which one was going to capitalize on the other, and if the Nasty Boys keep on turning their back away from the legal man in the ring, just like that right there, they're going to be on the short end of the stick tonight.
Oh, look at Axe hammering away on him in the corner, just beating him into the ground. This is what the Demolition do.
Yeah, the Demolition demolishing it, goes for the cover very close to the ropes. Referee slides in for the counters too.
Very close to putting this one away. You know, I never asked you, who do you think's going to win this one?
Well, you're asking me at this point, and I got to tell you, Demolition look like they're the better team at the moment.
Boot to the midsection, and now Axe has him up. Going pile driver. Knobs might be done. There's a count. 1, 2. He got him. No.
No, he didn't. Shoulder comes up. He's out. Managed to beat the count, but not by much.
Knobs and Sags very fortunate to still be in the match at this point in time, because that pile driver was enough to end the match.
Well, perhaps against anybody else, but Jerry Sags on the outside, and of course Brian Knobs on the inside. These are a couple of tough dudes, and they can take a lot more than the average person.
Over the top rope, crashing to the floor. Once again, this is the Christmas card live on the Nation Network.
Shout out to Hot Shit joining us here live on the Nation Network. Welcome aboard.
We are moments away from the main event, and we found out earlier tonight Hulk Hogan has been dealt a very difficult hand here tonight. No two ways about it. It is going to be a gauntlet match for the championship. Hogan will be defending against the Brainbusters. Count has reached 9, and both men are battling it out on the floor. This may end up as a double count out. No, wait a minute, he beat the count back in.
Smart move right there by the Nasty Boys.
How the match started out with a little bit of controversy, and it ends the same way.
I don't know about controversy. In my opinion, that was very smart.
Nasty Boys picking up a count-out victory. We'll be back with more our main event when we return.
with all new programming. Mondays, Lance Russell travels America for those hard-to-get interviews. Tuesdays, find out what Joe Pedicino knows. Wednesdays, enter the danger zone with the unpredictable Paul E. Dangerously. Thursdays, dig up the dirt with Eddie Gilbert and Missy on Hot Stuff. Fridays, it's the provocative Jim Ross Report. And weekends, it's live NWA action. The Wrestling Hotline. Call 1-900-909-9900. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents thereafter. Kids, get your parents' permission before calling.
The following is a gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner!
Well, fans, we found out earlier tonight the attention is in the details. Small print in the contract last week. It was a tag team match between the Hulkster and Mr. Perfect, the Perfect Maniacs, going up against Ravishing Rick Rude and Ric Flair.
Weighing in at 303 pounds, the Extreme Wrestling Champion, the
Well, the stipulations were very clear. If Hogan and Perfect would have found a way to win, then there would be no more brainbusters, and this match wouldn't be happening right now.
Indeed, and then the alternative was if the Brainbusters were victorious, Hogan would be putting his title on the line tonight against the Brainbusters, but we thought it was a member.
Well, apparently not. Now the real question is who's going to be the #1 man for the Brainbusters? Will Ric Flair come out and just take the title? That might be the smart move. After that, the other members can come out and just lay down, let them get the pin.
Knowing Ric Flair, he'll save himself for the end and let everybody else take their shot.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, if somebody wins one of these matchups, they're the new champion. It has to continue throughout the whole gauntlet.
Arn Anderson, the enforcer of the Brainbusters.
Well, old Double A, I'll tell you, he's got that spine buster, and Hogan's got the bad back. If he can hit that spine buster, he may become the next XWF heavyweight champion.
Arn Anderson gonna kick this one off, and Hogan does not look too pleased with the situation at hand.
Well, that's why they call him Bobby the Brain. He set that whole thing up perfectly, lured Hogan and Perfect right into the trap, and it worked. Ric Flair was able to corner Perfect, put him in that inverted figure 4 leg lock, and made him tap out.
That was in itself quite shocking to see Perfect tapping out to Ric Flair, but it also appeared that he was under the ropes at the time, and the referee failed to call that one.
You've always got an excuse when one of yours loses, right? It can't just be because the better man won.
Oh, look at this. Anderson wasting no time at all. He's got Hogan capture, suplex, took him over. Smart move right there by Arn Anderson. Irish whip now. Hogan into the turnbuckle. Nobody home, and now Hogan returning the favor.
Nice move right there by the enforcer, Arn Anderson, with the up kick. Caught Hogan in. Again, catches him with a mid shot to the midsection.
Hulk Hogan now has got Arn Anderson captured up in the air with a suplex. Crashing down to the mat, and the Hulkster doesn't look happy about things at all right now. He's telling Anderson to get up. Oh, he caught him. Arn Anderson just caught Hogan, and Hogan right back up. Elbows to the midsection, and now Hogan with a shoulder tackle. Down goes Arn Anderson.
Well, Hogan's going to have to think this one through. You got to make sure you pace yourself, because even if he finds a way to get past Arn Anderson, which won't be the easiest thing ever. I saw Arn Anderson pin Hulk Hogan on Nitro in the past. If he finds a way to get past him, then guess what? You still got other problems, because there's at least 3 more coming.
Nice move right there by Hulk Hogan, dropping the elbows right to the chest, rake of the eyes. Hogan with a boot to the midsection, the lower back to be more precise. Another right hand, and another, and a left, and now Anderson on Queer Street. To the ropes, back out front, went for the elbow. Anderson was ready.
Well, when you are a wily veteran like Arn Anderson, and you've been in the ring with all the names that he has been in the ring with, you know how to work around this.
Went for the knee, nobody home. Hogan drove him head first into the mat, and now Arn Anderson has been busted open.
Hulk Hogan has got the momentum on his side right now, but can he finish him off? I don't know.
Clubbing forearms down across the back, and Arn Anderson. Oh, you see the blood going into the eyes of Anderson. Referee might have to take a closer look at that one. Irish whip again. Back body drops him. Hogan goes for the cover, hooking a leg. Thinks he might have had enough damage done. Anderson got that shoulder off the canvas. If you're just joining us, this is the main event of the XWF Christmas card. Hulk Hogan was basically suckered in. This is a gauntlet match for the championship. Hogan defending against each member of the Brainbusters, starting first with Arn Anderson. Series of elbow drops on 3, and that might be it. Anderson's in trouble. Hogan hooking a leg.
That might be enough right there. Arn Anderson's in trouble, but he kicks out once again, and Hogan can't believe it.
Oh, there's a big boot right to the face. Will that man up? He got him.
Well, let's see who number 2 is going to be coming out the gate right now.
It's Tully Blanchard, the other half of the original Brainbusters. Make sure you hit that like button down below, wrestling fans. Shoulder block, Hogan not letting him get set up.
Well, I have to admit, that's the smart way to go. You don't want to give him a chance. You're the one that's fighting against multiple opponents, and your championship's on the line. You better just keep the pressure on him. But the bigger thing for Hogan right now is to realize he's not being paid by the hour. The quicker he gets these dudes out of there, the better it'll be for him.
Clothesline, down he goes. Hogan goes for the cover. Tully Blanchard shoulders on the canvas, and he kicks out at 1.
Well, I'm not sure that Hogan really expected he was going to beat Tully Blanchard that quickly, but as I mentioned earlier, sometimes not a bad idea just to test the waters.
Lines up the arm, and Hogan taking him down, dropping the leg. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, smart move right there. Play to the crowd. Your championship's on the line, and you're only on number 2.
Clothesline, and Tully Blanchard collapsing. Once again, Hogan go for the cover. Will that be it all? Oh, the elbow, nobody home.
Well, Tully Blanchard trying to lock up with Hogan, but he was actually surprisingly limber on that one, able to get out of there.
And now Tully Blanchard is not in a good place. Hogan Has him straddling the top rope. Has got Tully Blanchard. He's going to go for a superplex off the top. Wait a minute. Blanchard fights him off. Oh, Hogan.
Well, the champion, it backfired on him, and you know what? He's not a high-risk wrestler. That's not a normal maneuver you would see him attempting, and I would dare say it's not the time to play with that when your title's on the line in a gauntlet match.
Hogan, stiff forearm, and that just rocks Tully Blanchard. Heavy artillery coming down. And now Hogan, once he got him on air, gonna drop the leg. Tully Blanchard in trouble with a man up. 1, 2, he got him.
Well, Hogan's halfway through the Brainbusters now. The $1 million question is who's next?
It indeed is the ravishing one, Rick Rude. Could we be looking at the next XWF Heavyweight Champion?
Well, we could be indeed, and I'll tell you right now, Ravishing Rick Rude's in a tremendous position right now. Hulk Hogan, he's been out there for a while. He's gone up against both members of the original Brainbusters. They've done some damage to him. He's not at 100%. Rick Rude is very fresh.
Definitely with the advantage, I would agree. Big shoulder tackle off the ropes. Hogan and Rude, no strangers to one another. Over the top rope he goes. Shoulder blocked by Hogan. The Hulkster takes him, into the steel steps. Wait, what is he doing? Hogan.
What is he doing? He's going after that table.
There are no countouts in this one. Hogan with Rude. Over and over again. Ravishing Rick Rude with a shot to the midsection.
Well, at this point, all roads lead to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Ric Flair is watching intently. He knows he's going to be going up against either Hogan or Ravishing Rick Rude.
That is an astute observation, and either way, he will have the advantage, as neither of these men will be at 100% by the time he comes out. Hogan sending him crashing down. Corner to corner, post to post, and the Ravishing one in trouble. Hogan sends him back in under the bottom rope. Hogan has him up. Whoa, he's over the bear hug. And Ravishing Rick Rude finding his way out of there.
Well, Hogan better find a way to get out of trouble right now. There's the pile driver in the middle of the ring. We've got a new champion.
Hogan in trouble indeed. Better figure it out. Boot to the midsection. Hogan. It looked like Rude might have been gone for the Rude Awakening, but Hogan decides not to. The Irish whip once again. Oh, referee got caught. Rude got him up. Gourd Buster.
Taking a page out of the book of Arn Anderson, and now nobody home. Rude just came down on that arm, and he's paying the price.
Boot to the midsection. Ravishing Rick Rude gonna go for a DDT. There it is. Hogan.
Hulk Hogan just got right back up from that one. It's hard to believe.
Irish whip, shoulder block, and Ravishing Rick Rude back in the driver's seat. At least for the moment, nice move by the champion. Hogan going over the top rope. Back out to the floor. Oh, and Rude just got caught. Hulk Hogan, what's he going to do with Ravishing Rick Rude now?
Looked like he had plans for that table, but Ravishing Rick Rude wasn't about to cooperate with that, not for a moment.
Over the top, and Hogan onto the apron. Rude, with a stunner. The top rope, and he got him with it. Look at Hogan trying to grab the ankle. The Hulkster trying to fire up this crowd here.
I'd worry a lot less about the crowd and a lot more about the challenge of ravishing Rick Rude right now. Hogan's in trouble and he knows it.
Oh, there's a shoulder tackle. Hogan again. Tries to, to the eyes. Ravishing Rick Rude just caught him in the eyes. Has him up. Oh, inverted atomic knee drop. The champion is down.
And this time, Ravishing Rick Rude missing.
Deep arm jack, nicely done. Back and forth. There's the headbutt, and down he goes. Hogan hooking a leg. 1, 2. He got almost at him.
Well, that was very close in the headbutt. Not something we're normally used to seeing out of Hogan.
Here's the one. Oh, my goodness. He's out. He's out.
He just caught the rope, though. That should have been a broken count right there. He caught the rope.
Heavy right hand right to the head, and the Ravishing One now pulling himself out to the apron. Rick Rude in trouble. Ric Flair watching on from the back, no doubt about it.
Hulk Hogan is in control for the moment, but boy, he is a lot less than 100% right now, I dare say.
He's got him on the bear hug. Rude is in trouble. He's fading. Ravishing Rick Rude, how much can he handle?
He's not giving it up, not yet. Nice move right there by Rude to get out of trouble, and he does.
Rude in trouble indeed, and now Hogan off the ropes. Gonna drop the leg. Will that be enough? Hooks the leg.
It was close. Let's see if Rude can kick out one more time.
No. Hogan has made it through 3 of the 4 opponents here tonight, and we know what
the hell is this?
That's Mr. Perfect. What is he doing?
That's what Hogan's asking right now. Are you kidding me?
Are you telling me Mr. Perfect is a 4th member of the Gauntlet match? This was a ruse.
He was never his partner. Are you telling? Oh, that whole thing was just to set up Hogan.
Hogan and Perfect. I thought they were a tag team.
Yeah, well, that's the whole idea.
Mr. Perfect is officially a member of the Brainbusters. Can you believe this?
What a screw job, I gotta tell you right now, Bobby the Brain Heenan. He is the Brain. There's no doubting that ever.
Mr. Perfect looking to take the XWF Heavyweight Championship here tonight.
Well, it'll definitely be a very Merry Christmas for the Heenan family if he can pull this one out. And Hogan is definitely not at 100% here tonight.
Perfect has him up in the air, slamming Hogan to the mat here outside the ring. Nice hip toss takes him over. Mr. Perfect turning his back on Hulk Hogan and all of the Hulkamaniacs. Oh, good night.
What a move right there by Mr. Perfect, and it was done perfectly. I've got to tell you, I am so happy right now. Christmas has come early for the body.
Well, it's not over yet, and Hulkamania always finds a way.
Not always, little man, not always.
Once again, tying up and throwing Hogan into the ring under the bottom rope, and the champion's in trouble.
Well, Hogan going right back outside the ring, the chump that he is, because he knows if he goes inside the ring, Hogan is probably going to lose the championship right now. Perfect is in complete control.
He's got him up against the table now. Not sure what Hogan was thinking.
Well, I've got an idea right now what Mr. Perfect is thinking, and that's that he's going to be the next champion.
Very well may happen. Boot to the midsection, and now Hogan in trouble. Up in the air, he's got him. Perfect. Oh, there it is again, and one more time, just spun him around into the apron.
There's a lot of steel on those apron corners right there, and Hogan just ate a bunch of it.
They tie up once again. Hogan battling his way out. There's that shoulder block. To the ropes. And Perfect caught him with a right hand. Big right hand now by Hogan.
Well, Hogan right now is in the driver's seat, but that's just for the moment. We'll see how long he can hold on. Perfect is the man who is fresh. He's ready to go.
Perfect doesn't know where he is, and there's another tackle by Hulk Hogan. Close line, and Perfect goes out to the floor. Series of shots to the midsection. Another one. Here's the Irish whip reversal by Perfect, and Hogan just caught the turnbuckle. Well, look at this. Rake in the eyes. The champion is blind. He can't see. He can't see.
Oh, he may have stolen this one right here.
Hogan back to his feet, but he is still feeling the effects of that rope burn to the eyes. Nice move right there by Mr. Perfect with the elbow. Perfectly placed.
Well, that's the way he does it. We may end up with a Perfect XWF Heavyweight Champion for Christmas, and I can't tell you how excited I am.
He's got Hogan. Trying to draw a submission from Hogan, but he was in the ropes.
Lucky for him. If it weren't for that, this match would be over. We'd have a new champion right now.
Boy, oh boy, we think back to a week ago. The whole thing was a ruse. Hogan able to kick out once again. Perfect can't believe it. Shot to the midsection, and now the champion with a shoulder block. He's got some words. Perfect is up, down he goes. Here we go. Hogan drops the leg. He's going to retain.
Well, the referee taking a long time to get there.
One. He kicked out on one.
What is going on right now? Hogan can't believe this. I can't believe it.
Well, Perfect not about to go down without a fight. Hogan again going for the cover. Perfect in trouble. And again able to kick out. Hulk Hogan was tricked into running the gauntlet here tonight. We expected it to be Ric Flair. Nobody saw this coming. Oh, there's a stunning jawbreaker right there. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front. Went for a back body drop. Hogan blocking the maneuver. Nicely done. Oh, he got him.
Well, Hogan right now is going to have to come up with a lot more offense. Nice move right there by Perfect. Went after the neck. Here go the straps, and we know what comes next.
If he can hit him with a perfect flex, we may have a new champion. He's got it. He's got him up with a perfect flex. He holds on.
We may have a new champion.
Indeed. Mr. Perfect has shocked the world.
Here is your winner, and new Extreme Wrestling Champion, Mr. Perfect.
The Bobby the Brain Heenan has pulled off the master plan here tonight, and this Benedict Arnold stabbing Hulk Hogan in the back right before the holidays.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Bobby the Brain Heenan, everything he does is absolutely perfect, and that's why he brought Mr. Perfect to the big dance here tonight. He outsmarted Hogan every step of the way, and that's why we've got a perfect heavyweight champion here in the XWF.
All right, fans, that's it for tonight. Have a very merry and safe holiday season. Whether it's Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you're celebrating, all the best. We'll catch you next time right here on the Nation Network. I can't believe what we just saw.